Bueno, banda, pues sean bienvenidos a esta transmisión especial del Xbox Developer Direct del 2024. Ya se la está haciendo costumbre a Microsoft, pues dar como avances de lo que están trabajando sus estudios a inicios del año. Entonces, chingón.
Así es, banda. Por cierto, recuerden que el podcast también regresa el domingo. Y obviamente vamos a hablar de lo que se va a ver aquí, ¿no?
Sí, de hecho, probablemente las dos versiones estén en el domingo. Probablemente.
Todavía estamos viendo. Todavía estamos viendo.
Pero bueno, vamos a empezar este desmadre. Ahorita hago ajustes de audio, banda. Dejen que empiece primero.
Sí, es que el contador de YouTube es muy ruidoso. Adulto.
Si tienen menos de 18 años, lléguenle.
Creo que tiene subs.
En español se ve, decía que sí.
Árabe. ¿Qué árabe?
Igual es un error. Debe haber ahí
Aquí está.
configuración.
Español Latinoamérica.
¿Qué demonios?
Llegan a Xbox las piruetas, los dados, los shenanigans de oficina.
Los shenanigans de oficina.
Total. Eric, esto supuestamente va a durar como 50 minutos. No va a durar tantísimo. Hellblade, Ara, Indiana Jones y Avowed. Vamos con Avowed, perro. Puro Singleborn para arrancar.
Puro Singleborn. ¡Cacá!
¡Cacá, perros!
Nos va a dar un aire y se nos va a pegar, ¿eh?
Welcome to Obsidian.
El Avowed, el
I'm so proud to
Avowed.
share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful
puro Fallout New
reactivity.
Vegas.
And Avowed is no different.
Como, ¿qué onda, perros? ¿Se acuerdan cuando nosotros hicimos el mejor Fallout de la época moderna?
It's colorful, it's vibrant,
I
it's strange.
remember.
It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's
No lo saben
overarching
decir,
goal
chavos.
is
Están
to
diciendo
empower
Avowed, no lo saben
Están
decir.
diciendo mal.
So we
Están
developed
diciendo
a
mal.
flexible combat system that allows you to quickly
Estoy
swap
muy
from
molesto.
spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment,
Claramente ustedes no saben cómo se llama su
uninterrupted. For all
juego.
battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
Es difícil hacer
If you
que el
choose to
combate en
embody
primera
combat with a
persona
one-handed
de
wand,
espada
it
y
feels
escudo
quick
sea...
and snappy when dealing
Y sea
damage to
divertido.
enemies
Sea divertido,
Por lo
la
menos,
verdad.
Using
por lo
the
menos,
table-foot abilities,
o se
you
sienta
can
por lo
bien.
enemies
menos
in the
profundo,
tracks,
se
giving you
sienta
the
bien.
opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher
sea,
combatants in an intentional and controlled manner.
Good luck,
It's
pero
important
sí
to pay
está muy
attention to
cabrón.
the
El
types of
feeling
enemies you're
no se ha
dealing with.
logrado como que
Some
full
units are
hack and
extremely
slash.
defensive.
Obviamente
Some are
pistolas y eso
brutally
funciona muy bien,
difficult.
pero...
And others, you must make sure you
Sí, espada y
prioritize
escudo
whether healing
no-
capabilities will put you
no
in a
realmente.
tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want.
Así es, nosotros
Equip a
también
sword
jugamos
and shield
Skyrim.
and charge into battle. Dual wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as
se ve
battles
bien.
unfold
Me
by
gusta
creating
cómo
a
se ve el
balance
juego.
between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices
No
for how
tendrá,
to
no
build
tendrá
and
tercera
progress
persona, preguntas
their
de Avowed. Pues
envoy
no han
in the
mostrado
world of
hasta
the
ahora
living lands
tercera
No.
persona.
as they get to know the game and the
Outer Worlds
story and
tenía?
explore the
No me
many
acuerdo.
diverse
No me
regions.
acuerdo.
Some quests in
Chaps,
Avowed will have
¿te
you make
acuerdas?
difficult decisions
Outer
with
Worlds,
profound consequences.
no.
Like this side quest
Creo.
you may encounter in Shatterscarp.
No tengo
No
memoria de
recuerdo.
tercera persona en Outer
La
Worlds.
neta, no tengo memoria de
As
si
you're
había o no.
exploring, you
La
come across
verdad.
the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Odio decir que casi no tengo memoria de ese juego y qué cosa.
Están diciendo que no. Están diciendo que no tenía.
Under Captain Ruiki.
Ya, entonces es muy posible que ese tampoco tenga.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that
Yes.
I'm to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised.
Malditos Saurix.
It was so dark.
Es el
I
universo
just got
de
separated from everyone
Pillars,
else.
¿verdad?
Pillars.
Look, I can't face.
Creo que es el
those monsters
continente que
alone,
está acá, a la
but I
derecha. Es
have to know
como
if anyone
Europa.
else made it out. Of course
Okay.
he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby?
Sí,
I
todo
heard it
eso.
all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you?
He dead, bro.
What happened?
At the
I
end of
killed
the
him.
quest, you have a choice. When you
Le
confront
explotó la
Frank
cabeza
Mountain, if you believe
espontáneamente.
the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest.
Sería súper
Creating an
bueno.
immersive experience
Que
like
te toca una
Avowed
quest
is
donde-
anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have
Haces
worked to
como un
create a
diálogo
unique,
y la mejor opción sea así
colorful,
matar a la
and
persona y
dynamic
que
visual
el
style.
resultado sea que cuando llegues al pueblo de él lleguen, no lo maté, güey, gracias por
to
haberlo
feel
matado.
rich, weird,
Era
and
el canalla del
wonderful.
pueblo.
We found inspiration in a wide swath,
Era la
No
porquería
dudo que
del
sí vaya a haber
pueblo.
algo así.
helping us create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes.
Me gusta cómo se ve el juego.
All of the regions
hecho, sí me
have a
recuerda mucho
lot
a
of
Baldur's
special
Gate.
things associated with them,
Sí.
but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Ok, entonces de septiembre en adelante.
Weed.
Weed.
Decir, pero no dijeron año. En teoría, todos los juegos que
Ahí
van a
dice,
mostrar
ahí
aquí,
dice,
ahí está,
Fall
ahí está.
2024.
Así es, todos los juegos que muestran aquí van a salir este año, en teoría.
Todavía
No.
le dejaron la ventana de que podría retrasarse porque no le dieron fecha. E incluso si dan fecha, podría retrasarse.
Sí, también es cierto. Pero bueno. Se espera que sea otoño de este año.
Senua.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Do you see how slow you are? Do you see how the pitiless world
Sauron.
stamps you down?
Oh no.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Dice Envigueto que voy a llorar, ¿verdad? Probablemente. Estos
Es muy
juegos son
posible,
intensos.
sí.
El anterior es muy intenso, sí.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis.
Ok,
Seeing
bueno, el
things that
sonido
other people don't,
desde el trailer
hearing
está bueno el
voices,
sonido.
and having unique beliefs about
Ahorita
the
sí me
world
hizo
around
voltear así de que
them. To
quién
bring
está acá.
Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
Ese borracho, solo te perdiste de Avowed.
On Saga, we've taken everything
Sale
to the next
en
level.
otoño.
With a new
de este
motion
año.
capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Sí, se ve que va a estar intenso.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works. That's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
Para que va a estar muy cabrón eso.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Diego creepy mientras le das vueltas al micrófono.
Sí.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Ok, ya.
Mayo
21.
21 de mayo.
Nice.
Ya cerquita. Ah, el quinto juego.
El quinto juego.
Visions of Mana.
Ah, sí, Visions of Mana.
Supongo que es parte del push que estaba diciendo Phil Spencer de que van a traer ya más juegos de Square.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。
Hace 15 años que no sacábamos un juego en Xbox.
1991年
No,
ファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降
Por eso.
マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっか
ese es un
り
control
感
de
じられる
Switch.
ものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
Igual llega a Game Pass.
Sí,
シ
igual
リ
es,
ーズおな
una,
じみ
es
の
uno
モン
de
スタ
los
ーた
juegos
ち
que
も
ya
本作に登場しています。
Súper bien.
Sí, se ve muy bien.
今回これらのお
El
な
que
じみの
hicieron
モンスターたちを作り出し
de
た聖剣伝説の生
Trials
みの
of
親であ
Mana,
る
el
新
3.
光一さんとと
El
もに
remake que hicieron del
聖
3.
剣伝説ビジョンズ・
Les
オ
quedó
ブ・マナ
bueno.
の内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Shi from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。
Definitivamente son
今作
diferentes
で
sus
は
enemigos.
初めは
Sí.
ドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では
Dice Luigi-san que qué bueno que es tiempo real, que no le gustan los por turnos. Mana no es por turnos nunca.
バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも
Tienen algunas
注目してくだ
herramientas
さい。
que son de cargado de
これまで
ataques,
聖剣伝説シリーズには
son activos.
空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
Tu montura.
新たな
Atropellar
仲間を
enemigos.
考えるにあたっては、
Nice.
今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイタ
Se ve
ー
lindo,
たち
sí,
が
se ve
全
bien, se ve bien,
100曲という
o sea, se ve
大ボリュームの
padre.
制作に挑んでくれまし
Cuando
た。
anunciaron en los BGAs fue así
新
como
た
sí,
な
este
試
juego
み
se
と
ve
して
bien.
フィ
Y
ール
lo
ドの
estamos dando
探
ahorita,
索
se
か
ve
ら
bastante
バトル
bien.
までをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として、聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターや
Todavía no sale la información de Indiana Jones.
No, yo creo que con eso van a cerrar, ¿no?
Sí, yo creo que van a cerrar con eso.
Porque ese es como que el reveal. Porque incluso el otro de Ara ya lo habíamos visto antes. Conceptualmente, pero el Indiana Jones es como más, es una IP más importante, pues es licenciada a final de cuentas.
No, aparte de eso sí no hemos visto nada.
シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作「聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナ」は今後もさまざまな情報をお届けしていきますのでぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただくのが今から待ちきれません。
Verano.
Es un juego como de junio, yo siento.
Verano. No dice Game Pass.
No.
El otro decía Series X, PC, Game Pass. Este no dice, así que... No dice que quizás pueda salir después, o sea, quizás anuncien más adelante, como dicen ellos. Pero por el momento no es Game Pass, solo están como de invitados, básicamente. Verano. I like it.
El Ara.
Es como Civ, ¿no?
Es como un Civilization, sí.
Hey, esos de Civ, bueno, esos 4X siempre son bienvenidos.
We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all
La banda
time.
está escribiendo
like
Ara mucho.
Civilization
Ara.
V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara
is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good.
¿Tiene que ir al baño, perro? ¿Qué?
Quería coca, carajo, chingado.
No la dan.
Ya no deja ni trabajar.
It's been an amazing process to see from
Se
concept
escapó
to
del sótano.
We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated
We have
alternate
cows.
world, bursting with life.
Tenemos vacas, elefantitos.
A blank canvas
Se ve muy
for
bien
players to
para la
paint the society
escala.
of their dreams.
The living
Lo
world
cual me hace
isn't
pensar que
just a
quizás
map.
esté un poco
It reflects
pesado
the
de jugar.
choices players make over the
Yeah.
course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness.
Pero bueno,
to
ya veremos.
cultural
También depende de qué
influence on
tan bien
architecture over
optimizado
time,
esté.
to the
Se ve súper
thousands
bien,
of
carajo.
citizens living their
Ajá,
lives.
para la escala que maneja se
Y
ve
eso
muy
me
bien.
We
preocupa.
want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The
¿Por qué
choice
no
is
todo?
theirs.
MechaWarrior
In Ara,
Future
there are
Age.
no set country conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from
Le da miedo hacer los
throughout
mechas.
Llámenlos
like the Great
Wonders,
Pyramid of
carajo.
Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it.
O sea, Wonders
Giving
no es una
huge prestige
trademark.
bonuses
No es
and
una
game-changing
trademark,
abilities
sí.
to the nation that constructs them.
Otros juegos de Microsoft
Another
tienen
aspect
Wonders.
of Ara that I'm personally
Lo llamamos
excited
los
about is our
triunfos.
crafting
Son
system.
Wonders, bro.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives.
Dice Lida, weón, que Metal Wolf que ellos va a ser real. ¿Está diciendo que el presidente se va a subir al mecha?
The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real.
¿Cómo?
No me preocupa, no voy a jugar multiplayer.
Once your turn is finished,
No, esos juegos. Hemos tratado de jugar Civ en multiplayer y es una experiencia diferente definitivamente, pero es mejor single player, es mejor single player mil veces.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique
Marruncho dice cuándo sale, pues ahorita van a decir.
Contributions to the
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Ara and to create your own history.
Fall.
Igual.
PC y PC Game Pass.
PC y PC Game Pass, sí. Esperado, sí.
Y pues va Indiana Jones. Machine Games.
Machine Games.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game,
no le ven muy bien a las últimas películas, pero
Sí,
sure.
las últimas dos fue así de. Las odiaron. O sea, ni siquiera pusieron los títulos.
Sure.
I like it. I like it.
I like that choice. I like that choice.
First told us about his vision for the game. We knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have.
Does it work?
And as the years went on, I thought, who would be the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
That's a weird Harrison Ford, man.
Sí.
Pero bueno, sí es Harrison Ford.
Así es. Pero aparte así es en las caras y eso, los de Machine.
Sí.
Son como un poco raros.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret.
O sea, lo cañón es que, o sea, tuvieron que pagar a Likeness, ¿estás de acuerdo?
Sí.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs.
¿No es la voz así?
Scattered and buried.
No estoy seguro.
Se oye Young Harrison Ford, so I'm guessing no.
Ajá, como escucha joven, o sea, el señor ya habla diferente, pero podría ser como un actor que habla igual. Bueno, que lo imita bien.
Ah, Marcus.
Watch me.
Con todo y el Wilhelm Scream.
Mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Oh no. Ah, sí. Golpear nazis.
Sí. Punch nazis in the face, bruh.
It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then.
Enterado.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Estamos nada más los efectos de sonido de los golpes. They're not right.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the...
Puede ser Troy Baker, bro.
Chukulimani.
Sí,
the
podría
Great
ser.
Circle.
Y como, hey, Nolan. Yo soy Indiana Jones. ¿Tú quién eres? Nathan Drake.
Do you have any idea how old that was?
Indiana Jones.
Se ve divertido.
Such
Eligieron el mejor,
so
estudio para golpear nazis.
Sí.
Everyone here at the studio has their own
Definitivamente.
stories and memories.
Ya tenemos
Most of us
animaciones de
grew up
cómo
with his
golpear nazis.
adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years.
Tenemos un catálogo entero.
He's a brilliant archaeologist. He's a charismatic everyman. He's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with a hat, whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Ah, no eres Indiana Jones, es un espíritu, igual que en Resident Evil 4
Indiana
VR.
Jones in the Great Circle.
Como Resident Evil 4 VR.
Ok, ahí está el time frame.
La película 1 y 3.
Estamos asumiendo que el Templo Perdido nunca existió.
No, es que el Templo Perdido es precuela de la 1.
Sí, es cierto.
El Templo Perdido es precuela de la 1. Te falla tu cronología de
Se me olvidó.
Indiana's curiosity. Who the hell are you? Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen.
Ah, no mames, que peleamos con el Papa, estaré de huevos.
¿But the Pope?
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Getting the hang of this.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure, with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for the Great Circle.
Los dieron muy bien los de Jedi. Los de Jedi, Fallen Order y Survivor. Igual John Williams, pero hicieron como su propia rendición y lo hicieron muy bien. Ojalá lo hagáis muy bien también.
Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
Yo digo que los ojos.
Like it gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indie's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction.
What was that noise?
¿Qué fue ese sonidote?
No, ¿eso fue un Sonic Boom?
¿Eso
fue un Sonic Boom?
Oh, ya no oigo del lado derecho. ¿Qué cosas?
The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Esto lo he visto antes.
Ajá,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones.
Sí, no hicieron para Maya de quién está haciendo la
Machine
voz.
Games is known for creating these roller coaster
Bueno, si hubiera sido Harrison Ford, lo hubieran mencionado como
surprising
30
twists
veces.
and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Señor Tujao se robó algo.
Señor Java, usted probablemente es dueño de esto. Eso lo tiene que regalar. Solo pídamelo.
Solo pídamelo. Se robó el ídolo.
Xbox Series, PC y Game Pass.
Sí, Game Pass. Solo este año. Nada
Solo
más.
este año.
Ni Fall, así que igual y
Ni
sale en
Fall,
diciembre.
Podría ser juego de noviembre, porque pues, esta IP
Sí.
así como que tiene
Es grande.
Es grande,
Muy
sí.
grandota, sí.
Sí, de hecho sería muy buen calendario. Sería Senua,
Septiembre, octubre sería Senua. Luego septiembre, octubre, noviembre con Ara, Avowed y Indiana Jones. Estaría por el cierre del año, básicamente.
Should I take one?
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
Dice que nada de Gears. Yo creo que Gears sería para verano. Si acaso va a ser como un E3 Summer Game Fest.
Ajá.
O Game Awards.
No, aparte recuerda que este direct estaba enfocado en lo que iba a salir este año.
Creating an immersive experience
Y
like
pues
Gears no hemos
Gears
visto
no
nada,
está ni
entonces.
anunciado, así que no podría salir este año. Lo más
Y
próximo
no,
es
no
Hellblade,
haces un
sí, en
shadow,
mayo.
no haces un shadow drop de un Gears.
No.
Es demasiado
My
grande.
name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Aparte porque el verano también va a ser el teso. Siempre es
Sí,
como
en
por
verano
junio,
siempre
¿no?
hay tesos, por julio, agosto.
Vamos a ver de qué es este fragmento misterioso que nos llegó.
Claro, sí, tienes razón.
Sí.
Que supuestamente debería ser algo importante para la nueva expansión que nos llegó esta cosa. Entonces vamos a ver, igual y es parte importante del MacGuffin de esta expansión. Vamos a ver.
2.
Welcome everyone to the 2024 Elder Scrolls Online Global Reveal. Today, we'll share all of the details of our 2024 plans, including ESO's new chapter. But first, I'd like to take a moment to talk about what ESO means to all of us. Here at ZeniMax Online, and to all of you. We built ESO as a virtual world centered around Elder Scrolls lore, where you can go anywhere, play in any style you want with endless customization, and have the freedom to play as anyone you want.
detalle.
And also, to be a safe harbor from the often unpredictable and complex outside world.
El acrónimo que usan en Estados Unidos es ESO, eso. Pero en español eso no se entiende porque pues, es una palabra que usamos.
Eso es eso.
Eso es eso, ajá. Entonces el acrónimo que se usa aquí en esta región y en España es TESO, de The Elder Scrolls, y en los títulos dice TESO.
Fencing a fortune and stolen goods at your friendly neighborhood outlaw refuge, and so much more. We take you through all of the lands of Tamriel, filled with memorable characters who return again and again to provide companionship, humor, and drama. Our stories are among the best in the genre.
El vergas, es hora de ir a la luna.
Ya
era hora.
Tales of Tribute, Dungeons,
ya hemos ido a la luna. Si ha sido Oblivion, ha sido la luna, ¿no?
On and on. With ESO, you can pick and choose what fits.
Si ha sido Oblivion, ha sido básicamente a la luna, ¿no?
And later this year,
pues es que en realidad todos son como planos, los planos son planetas, sí.
10 years in Tamriel. Our history, of course, goes back even farther to ZOS's founding in 2007, and many ESO developers have been with us for 15 years or more. I can't speak of the studio's history without acknowledging the profound impact that Robert Altman had on my life and that of everyone at ZOS. As CEO of ZeniMax Media, who passed away in 2021, Robert was a true champion of the game, and he was a friend and mentor to all of us. He is very much missed, but ZOS is stronger because of the foundation he helped build during our formative years. ESO has grown over the years to be 24 million players, including gamers from all over the world. Originally in English, French, and German, we now offer localization in Chinese, Japanese, Russian, and Spanish. And ESO developers now stretch from west coast of the USA through Austin, Texas, to our headquarters in Maryland, and eastward to Budapest, Hungary, where we recently opened ZeniMax Online, Hungary. ESO is truly a global phenomenon. Everyone at ZOS considers the ESO community part of the family. It's not just a hashtag. That feeling of caring and connection begins in our studio, and I'm very proud to be part of it. Remember that ESO launched in April 2014, but that was just on PC. It launched on Xbox and PlayStation in June 2015. So, we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary over 15 months in 2024 and 2025. Expect community events around the globe. We announced the first of these already. It's in the Netherlands this coming spring.
Okay.
Thank you to everyone who signed up already. We'll have another large community event in 2025 in the Baltimore, Washington area of the USA to mark the 10th anniversary of ESO's console launch. And a few more events sprinkled between them. We will post information on all of our anniversary celebration plans on social media and ElderScrollsOnline.com. The team has prepared special 10-year anniversary rewards for many of our in-game events happening in 2024 and 2025. Some you can start earning right now. Stay tuned for details. We're eager to celebrate and to kick things off in earnest in just a few months. I can't wait to see all of you at the in-person events. And now it's time to look forward to 2024's new content. ESO's newest chapter features everything that makes ESO special, exploring a region of Tamriel well known to Elder Scrolls fans, telling an amazing story that goes deep into the lore of the region, and adding a new gameplay with a system called scribing, which allows players to customize some of their abilities. The chapter is called Gold Road, and it takes place on the borders of Cyrodiil, Gold Coast, and Valenwood. So let's start the
Rose.
show and see all the details.
I love gold.
With the global
I
premiere
love
of the
gold.
2024 ESO Gold Road
Oh,
trailer.
no,
Enjoy.
Wow.
Ha, ha, ha. Fuck this bullshit.
Le robó el báculo.
Ahora yo tengo el guabayac. Todos serán gallinas.
No, con eso se hacen las mejores,
Caldos de
empanaditas. No, empanaditas de las que hicimos al inicio de la transmisión. Empanaditas dulces. Atlas Adnemre dice: esos personajes no eran enemigos en el trailer original. ¿Cuándo se hicieron bros? Tiene que ver con la historia. Llevan 10 años contando una historia. Bueno, la cagamos, así que es hora de hablar al vergas.
Sí.
What's up, everyone? You just saw the world premiere trailer for our upcoming chapter, The Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road. I'm Gina Bruno, ESO Senior Community Manager, and today I'm joined by The Elder Scrolls Online's own creative director, Rich Lambert.
Hey everyone, I'm thrilled to be back again for this year's ESO Gold
Señor,
Reveal.
eso era chido.
And boy,
Ese
do we
fue
have a lot
chido,
of
sí.
exciting things to share
Señor
with you all.
del Perico.
The team has been working
Así es, el señor del Perico.
on 2024's new adventures and features, and it's going to be another amazing year for The Elder Scrolls Online.
Well, the truth is, the team's been working super hard for the past 16 years. And Rich, you and I have actually been here from the very beginning in 2007.
It's wild looking back for sure. I remember the days of being able to fit the entire team into a minivan and all go out to lunch together. And a lot has changed since then, and now we're suddenly
Y
about
luego
to
dejamos
celebrate 10
inventar a
years
Billy,
of being
porque
live.
Billy apestaba.
With 40
Así es.
updates and a community that literally
A
spans
Billy le gustaba
the globe.
quitarse los zapatos mientras
It's amazing
comíamos y a
how
todo el mundo
much
le
we've
parecía
done, and it
vomitivo.
certainly doesn't feel like 16 years have passed
Billy ya no
And now that
trabaja
we're
con
looking ahead to
nosotros.
what's coming in 2024, why don't you start us off with an overview about this year's adventure and story?
Last year, we saw players explore the Telvanni Peninsula and Apocrypha zones, and delved into a story surrounding the Prince of Knowledge, Hermaeus Mora, and master the magics of the Arcanist class. This year, we're inviting players to venture into a Colovian region known as the West Weald. And this region spans the western borders of Cyrodiil to the north and the eastern tip of Valenwood, and many Elder Scrolls players will probably recognize this location from Test 4 Oblivion. In our time, a dense has suddenly appeared overnight along the Valenwood border, and the whole region is suffering from a rise in attacks from a mysterious new kind of Daedra.
So the new zone will be familiar for those of you who played Oblivion, But there's something big going on behind the scenes that's causing all this chaos.
We're doing something we've never done before in ESO, and we're introducing a whole new Daedric Prince.
That is a really big deal.
It is, and we are really excited about it. The Gold Road storyline focuses on the return of a forgotten prince named Athelia. And it was great to be able to work with BGS to bring our vision for this new power to life, and we think folks are going to love what we've created. In last year's Necrom chapter, we dropped a major cliffhanger.
Una nueva Daedra.
Mysterious forces discovered the existence of this forgotten Daedric prince, Athelia. In Gold Road, you'll discover that prince is now free with dire consequences for all of Tamriel. I don't want to go into too much detail yet because we'll be diving deeper into the story shortly, but this is really big. And we are very excited to see how our community reacts as they learn.
Una nueva deidad, el Vergas. Tú ya deberías ser una, la neta, de ese juego.
Sí, ya. Long-lost Daedric Prince. But there's something else arriving with the Gold Road chapter that Matt touched on that our players have been asking
Cada vez
about
que logras
for a
algo
long
chingón,
time,
siempre
and that's
escucharás
scribing.
a la deidad, el Vergas, decir Smashing en el fondo.
This chapter's big new system, scribing, is a way for players to customize their character builds. It's our take on a precursor to the spellcrafting systems from previous Elder Scrolls games, with some tweaks to balance to ensure that it works with our game's combat.
So why don't you talk a little bit about how this system works? What does it actually allow players to do?
With scribing, players tap into the fundamental elements of magic by unlocking special skills that they can then customize in many different ways.
Mira lo que
You'll be able
tengo,
to
tiene
change
muchos
things
lentes.
like the way the skin interacts with the world, its unique effects, and more.
Ninguno
There's
de ellos
also
tiene
many
aumento,
ways to
solo están ahí
customize
por
these unique
elementos
builds,
decorativos.
allowing players to further tailor their builds to their unique needs.
Quiero que
We'll go
parezca
into a
que
lot more
puede ver
detail
muy
on
lejos.
scribing a little bit later, and we'll have a lot more info throughout the year, but we're very excited about this system, and it's really another way players can truly play the way they want to play.
Well, we clearly have a lot to cover throughout the show, so let's dig in. In the past, we've
Creo que
told
es
stories that
momento
feature
para
princes,
detenernos,
emperors,
yo
and
creo.
tyrants,
Sí.
heroes, and all sorts of legendary monsters.
Pero bueno, va a haber más deep
Since
dive,
our launch
banda.
in 2014,
Nosotros nada
we've
más queríamos ver el
continued to add
anuncio, ver de qué
ESO's
se
legacy
trataba,
with
cuál
new
era como el
stories that build upon,
business.
and even add to
Pueden
Elder
continuar
Scrolls
viéndola
lore
en
in
la
all
liga si
new
quieres pasar
ways.
de las ligas.
And this
Adrián,
year's
Felipe,
tale
por ahí.
is no exception.
No la
So
tengo,
let's
pero
kick
ahorita la
things
busco,
off
no te
with the
apures.
lead for this zone,
Pero sí,
Ed
ya se nos
Stark,
está haciendo
who is
tarde y
going to
tenemos un
share
poquito de
more
trabajo.
about the new chapter's main storyline, including the
Pero está bien,
Forgotten
Gold
Prince.
Road. Muchas gracias también por acompañarnos a ver lo de Xbox.
Hello, everyone.
Disculpa que tengamos que cortar esto como a la
I'm
mitad, pero
absolutely
sí.
thrilled to
No
talk
puedo
to
estar
all
todo
of
el
you about the
evento.
story and the
no,
adventures
sí está
you'll
muy cañón.
experience in the new Gold Road chapter.
Entonces,
I
chingón,
was the
banda.
lead for the High
no sé si
Island
faltó
Folklore
alguna.
chapters,
Sí, sí,
as well
sí,
as the
faltan
Murmire
despidamos para
DLC,
YouTube.
and I'm having a
Despedimos
lot
para
of
YouTube,
fun
banda, y nos quedamos aquí nada más
adding
para
to the
terminar las
Elder
notificaciones en
Scrolls
Twitch.
universe.
Entonces, chingón.
Every part
Bye.
of Tamriel is unique
Bye.
and
Bye.
has its own